These town halls are part of CARA's 15.
Into the mic.
All right. If I were a rock and roll singer, this would work. Okay. Right in. Nobody's ever told me I wasn't loud enough. Ever. Yeah. Okay. This is one of 9 town halls that we're doing in September. They're part of CARA's 15th anniversary celebration, because CARA is now 15 years old, and part of our Seniors Vote project. We're so glad you're here, and so many of you, and we know you're going to learn a lot. You're welcome to ask questions and get involved in the important issues that are going on that are going to impact our lives, both seniors and people with disabilities and our families. All of the town halls are happening in September because many seniors vote by mail. No surprise there. And those ballots will be sent the first week in October. That's a week and a half away. If we waited until October to hold these events and distribute our slate cards, which are the cards in your red bags, you have about 100 of them. And if you need more, we have more over in the corner. If we waited to distribute those cards to our friends and neighbors, it would be too late, because they wouldn't have they would have a ballot already. So here we are. My name is Nan Brazemer, and I'm the president of the California Alliance for Retired Americans, and have been for 15 years. It's a lifetime position for those of you I haven't announced that to. If you're new to CARA, let me give you a brief description of what we do. We're the largest grassroots senior advocacy organization in California. We're an organization of organizations, and we represent over 270 community-based senior groups, labor unions and their retiree organizations, senior housing residents, and religious organizations. Together, these organizations bring our membership to almost 1 million members. We also have individual members. For those who do not have an organization to belong to or that is interested in joining us, you still can join us as an individual. I think dues are $15 now, and there is an application over on that table. We currently have 17 local chapters, and we call these things chapters because that was the only word we could think of. They are our cats. And I have a new kitty at my house, so cat is right on my brain. CARA action teams. And we do a lot to get involved in absolutely everything we can find to get involved in that is of interest to us and to our issues. We have a statewide legislative committee that is made up of volunteers as well, and they meet monthly in Sacramento and coordinate our legislative agenda for lobbying and activities in Sacramento and in the legislative members' offices. Several of our board members are here. I see 2 of them. So would you stand? Okay, there's Addie and Fran and Letha and Mike. Anybody else? And Chuck sort of hangs around with us, doing everything. We're going to elect him so he sounds more official.
Don't scare him off.
Yeah.
Lifetime membership.
If you have any questions you'd like to ask any of them, you can catch them as we have a break around the room. They do an incredible job setting policy and seeing to our budget and overseeing our budget, which keeps getting bigger, which is so nice, and keeping CARA growing and growing and growing. So let's give them a hand. The heart of CARA are our action teams, and there we call them the cats. Some people don't ever know what we're talking about. As I said, we have 17 of these, and they're by county or region. They're not focused on any one particular group of our members or one particular town or neighborhood. And so this brings us a wide opportunity to have members from all the different groups who live in that particular area to come together at a CAT and plan activities that affect them locally and who can get involved in the local issues as well as what's going on at the state level. And we consider that our work. These cats are led by incredible co-chairs who keep our cats purring and pouncing. I'd like to introduce you to the leaders of this cat that's sponsoring this event today. Where are they? Well, they're back there. Joe and Jim Carson. And we have Bob Rosa from Oakdale, who's our co-convener, and he's in the Azores. He went to check his heritage out. Can you imagine?
I can't believe he chose that over us.
I know. I'm so upset. Okay. If you're not a member of a cat, oh no, if you are a member of a cat, she really wants you to stand up. Okay, cat members, on your feet, stand up straight and tall.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're members.
Here we are. Good, and all the rest of you can join a cat that's close to you to get to. We usually have people going out of every town, so you can even catch a ride. And that gets you there. They last about 2 hours. The one here is the Central Valley Cat. We meet at the Manteca Library on the fourth Monday of the month from 10 to noon. And we always have snacks. Sometimes more than others. There's more information about getting involved with the cats over at the table where Addie is, as well as raffle tickets. We're selling, I haven't got one, but it's white. A ticket with a stub. We're selling those to raise money to cover the cost of scholarships for this event and the other 16 events that we're doing, and to support the work of CARA. So, and the prizes, you'll like the prizes. The first prize is $2,018. Sounds like something you know. Second prize is $518, and the third prize is $118. The tickets are $2 each or $10 for a book. So, and you know, we like to sell them. We usually do pretty well, and we always have winners that are very happy with us. So, if you'd like tickets, Addie's got them over there at the table. If you have friends that you could sell some to, Addie's got them over there on the table. And we'd love it, just take them and peddle them around. So, I'm going to quickly go over a couple of logistical things because we've got a couple people here with a time crunch. You've all got materials in your seat. They include the folder, which is red. I see one on a table. I suspect it's there either on your chair or on the table. With the Senior Vote Toolkit, which is something we've been using for months now. Lots of information that we're going to go over today is in this toolkit. So you'll have it available when you need it during the election season, and you can read it later when you get home and you don't want to watch the news anymore. In the folder are also some materials that we want you to fill out and leave with you today, leave here today. A ballot to select the issues. Who's got a toolkit? Raise that up. No, not the toolkit, the ballot. There you go. That cornflower, ugly orange piece of paper.
Goldenrod.
Whatever, yeah, it has on one side our priority survey. And one of the things CARA has always done, even when we have a one statewide convention or we have these kinds of gatherings, is to ask our members to mark their priorities. And these are the priorities that have come up. So, and whatever this group, whatever the majority picks, will be our work priorities for next year. So, and Social Security and Medicare are always on the list because every year they come in 1 and 2. And since we work on them constantly, we just permanently set them as our first 2 priorities. And the other priorities are things that we work on or think we should work on or somebody thinks we should work on. So choose that. On the other side of that piece of paper is an evaluation of today's event. So please fill it out. You can leave them on your table or drop them off at the table up in the front where the balloons are so that we can go over them and count your input in. So this is the 5th town hall of the 9. So we're getting close to the end and September is nearly over. You also have a program book at your seat. It's blue with a cool picture on the front and ads from sponsoring organizations. If there's something that you could participate in or buy a product from, please tell them you saw the ad in our program book and how much you appreciate their contribution. Also, they represent a lot of our members that are in the various unions. SEIU's got an ad in there and that sort of thing. And my particular favorite page is, or two pages, are the pages that talk about what we have accomplished in the past year. It is amazing. And if you look back on our website, there are previous year's accomplishments and they're even more amazing. We are busy little kids out here trying not to get old. Well, we're trying. So, there's a lot of information in that booklet and it's certainly worth reading, but not while the program's going on. Okay. The ads are from supporters that are also sustaining members of CARA, most of them. So they give us a substantial amount of money and they send us their people to join CARA and work with us, and that's terrific. There's a senior's lanyard in your bag. Did you? Oh, mine's backwards again. There we go. It says seniors vote, and there's a piece of paper. I dug out an old name tag, so my name is spelled so you can read it. That clips on the bottom so we know who you are. We have markers on the table for you to, well, some tables, to fill out the paper. There's a blue paper that's in your bag to put on your lanyard. Leave the pens, because we have 3 more of these to go and we need those pens. We don't want to go buy new ones now. If you need to refresh your coffee or your snacks, please feel free to do so quietly. You don't have to talk to go there. And speaking of quiet, CARA has a rule about cell phones. Please turn them off now while we're thinking about it, or put them on silent or vibrate. If your phone rings during this event, you will be paying a $5 fine. Immediately. We take no IOUs. So, if you're expecting a call, and you can put your phone on vibrate and please take it out of the room to answer it. Then we won't be involved in your conversation. Restrooms are right out the door. You can't miss them. And you're welcome if you need to use them to just get up and walk over there quietly. There again, don't talk to everybody on your way, please, because it disrupts everybody else. So we have a lot planned for you today and a lot of things going on. And we've kind of rearranged the agenda a little bit. So I'd like to call on Frank Damerel, who is a candidate for Stanislaus County Supervisor, who has come by, and we've offered him a few minutes to speak as he flies his way up 99 to Sacramento.